Because I was in Robert's conference, I saw him post my video and I was in the office.
At lunch, taking the same plate with new food on it, eating it, setting it on the counter. You know, so you just, when you don't it's just getting more and more human stuff into your mind. So making such a big start in the morning
I'm sorry? I'm sorry I missed yesterday. On Monday. I'll be on. We're just coming Monday.
We had the pizza
Oh,
party
I
last
know. Every morning. I didn't get it. We did everything. It turns out to be good. I didn't know last night that health farm. I could have been hitting as I was leaving. And oh my gosh, we were rushing away. That's our son just get his car in the garage. Sweet guy. You started hearing him. So we go to the garage and we're moving weights and lawn equipment and all that kind of fun stuff. But I will be on
Everybody's 10
Monday.
o'clock. Let's go ahead and get our seats,
Hopefully I will
please.
be on my bags delivered.
So they would probably be like, oh, man, and everything was it was her birthday.
Well, yeah, I guess it was later.
Mine sheds. I have some like all black and all
Whistle!
What? You asked for a whistle. I just helping out.
It's a good thing we have a bouncer son over here. So he can get what's Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Let's try that again. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Sorry. Thank you, Suzanne.
I'm here for you.
Anyways, for those of you that I haven't had the opportunity to meet or I don't know, my name is Rich Claypool. This is called Around North Dallas Business Networking Group, or we like to call it ANBANG. You know, that way we don't do that. So if this is your very first time here, let me just tell you a little bit of the structure of the group. We are about a 5.5-year-old group. We do meet every single Friday in person, obviously. We do not use Zoom any longer. There's too many technical issues that we have. But really, to become a member is very simple. You need to come 75% of the time. You need to do a one-on-one with myself and other people from the leadership team. So if you're part of the leadership team, stand up. So make sure you connect with those people, and then if you want to do another one-to-one, face-to-face, whatever your terminology is, with the rest of the Yahoos, then go ahead and do that. Once you do that, let Kim Hunt, who's not here today, but let her know that you have completed that. That way you are an official member, and then we can get you on the speaking spotlight presentation, which Rick is going to do today. I graciously gave up my time for Rick since all you Texans are too what's a weak?
Weenie?
we need to drive in the conditions last week. So if I would have been here, we still would have had the meeting, just so you guys know. I don't care if it would be me, one other person, but I flew to Kansas City to get to warmer weather, believe that
Hey,
or not.
Rich, I was here and I had a great meeting.
It was great.
You had your own
How many
one-on-one.
face-to-faces did you do?
Yeah.
He had a one-on-one.
Total captive audience, is that what you're saying?
So anyways, so what we'd like to do if you're brand new, this is the very first time, just come up to the front. And don't be shy because the rest of us know if you're new or not, okay? Every once in a while I'll have somebody that will just sit there and I'll be like, they come forward. No. So I keep this really simple. I don't know if this is your very first time networking or if you're a pro at it or it's somewhere in between, but just tell us who you are, what you do, how you found out about us in about 30 seconds.
My name is Joe Harriger. Thank you for having me this morning. This is my cohort, George Honsacker. We work together at Trinity Oaks Mortgage. It's a local mortgage brokerage. It started in Red Oak and we have, 5 or 6 branches now. Growing a Christian faith-based company. I am here because of that rock star back there, Allie Aiken. She invited me. I've been trying to get here for a month, but my kid's been sick and then we had a storm, and so thanks for having me this morning. Glad to be here.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Again, as he said, I'm George. I was a teacher for 17 years until December when I joined on with them. I'm a concierge is what they call it. I'm not a loan officer. So basically, I'm just the guy when you're going through a mortgage that you can vent to, yell at, what's taking so long? And I send everyone I just basically give everyone a big bear hug through the mortgage process. So it's a new thing that we've kind of started with our business.
Good job.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm David. Nice to meet you guys. This is my first time here.
Are you in the mortgage business?
No.
Okay, just checking.
No, I'm
Too late.
yeah. So what I do is I'm a video strategist, so I help connect people with their ideal clients with video, just to help them pretty much save time and weed out any bad prospects with just the power of video.
And how'd you find out about us?
Meetup.
Meetup,
Yeah,
awesome.
just found that.
Hey, did you guys hear that? Huh? Somebody mentioned Meetup before. Landon, how you doing, buddy?
Good, how are you?
You were going to skip out if we had Zoom, weren't you? See, I knew. See, I knew I'd get to here. So, hey, congratulations. All right. We got a big crowd, and we got, I'm doing a little presentation, like 3 minutes of Rick's time, since I gave Rick my entire floor today. So we're going to speed through everybody's commercial. Rudy, you want to start, since we'll just start right here?
Sure. Good morning, everybody. My name is Rudy Federico. I'm the local owner and operator of a payroll services franchise called Payroll Vault. We do payroll and the full array of services with custom solutions for small business. Right now we're talking to folks about the employee retention tax credits. That's a credit that business owners can take a look at regarding their payroll taxes, not their income taxes. Their CPAs aren't talking to them about it. So I'd like to talk to business owners about how to help them not pay payroll taxes for several months. The maximum is $19,000 per employee, so there's a lot of money in play. Let me talk to some folks. My name is Rudy. I'm with Payroll Vault. We are payroll redefined.
Thanks, Rudy.
Good morning, my name is Susan. I am the owner of Life Partners. I don't even know what I do. Life Partners in-home pet sitting concierge service. So what does that mean? That means I do everything that you don't want to or can't do. We will take care of your house and your pets while you're gone. We'll make sure that you have groceries when you get back for that last day you're back from vacation. You're working late, we'll take your dogs for a walk. We will do whatever you need to do. So I'm Susan with Life Partners. Thank you.
Hey, Susan, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It is. I wish this was a little stronger.
Hi, Sean Grimes with Temperature Pro. We're a better known, better employed HVAC company. Do full spectrum of residential, commercial, whether it be service, install, design, you name it, we can do it. So whether you're hot or cold, don't call them rookies, call the pros, call Temperature Pros.
There you go.
Hey, good morning, everybody. JB Owen. I'm with Housewarmers Frisco, Housewarmers McKinney. What we do is we go out and greet the new residents that are coming into the Frisco and McKinney areas. We have a 7-point marketing plan to introduce the small businesses to these people. Love to talk to you. Thank you.
I'm Carol, Living Well with Carol. How many of you are sick and tired of being sick and tired? How many of you have health concerns that you're concerned about and you have feelings about? That's where I can help. I have a health and wellness assessment. Let's sit down, figure it out, and start taking one step at a time and helping you take control of your health care. Carol will be in.
Morning, Robert Clare, New Horizons Benefits. I'm a health insurance broker, also life insurance broker. I work with individuals, small business owners, groups up to 250, 500 employees. I have special programs that I educate owners on how they can offer benefits without it costing them a single penny. So again, Robert Clare, New Horizons Benefits, taking the hell out of health insurance.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Maddie Villarreal with Main Event Entertainment. I am your event sales manager, so we do everything from birthday parties, corporate events, group gatherings, networking events, and we do a lot of outreach too. So if you guys have any nonprofit opportunities, we'd love to get involved in the local community. And if there's ever anything I can do for you in center or virtually, let me know. I'm Maddie with Main Event.
Back to people. I'm Lynn Lenhart. I am a certified nutrition specialist and I'm a certified Optavia health coach. So did you know that with Optavia, we're just not about weight loss, so we can help you with a health reboot so you can detox from processed foods. You can learn healthy eating habits and better nutrition. That's kind of what I use it for, just better nutrition. And if you're interested, we're offering $50 off this month, which is only a few more days. So invest in yourself and invest in your health. I'm Lynn Lenhart.
Perfect. Thanks,
Thank you. Please silence your phone, sir.
No, that's the alarm. 30 seconds.
Good morning, everybody. Andrew with Jeff Clark Insurance Agency. We are a full-service insurance brokerage in Prosper, Texas. Specific clients that we're looking for now are those that are unhappy with the results of claims, looking for a different carrier. We're trying to help people save money, get the best coverage they can. So if you want us to take a look at your homeowner's insurance, auto insurance, let us know. We'd be happy to try and help you find the best price, or best policy for the best price.
Thank you, Andrew. Sandy Backus.
So Lynn talked about a reset for humans. We actually started a pet reset for pets, our furry friends, because we have found over the years, now that we're 7 years old, that doing a pet reset, getting them off of the little table scrubs, getting them off of the bad foods, the bad treats, it actually helps them in the long run. Less vet visits, less diarrhea, less bad gut health, just makes an overall better pet. So if you know someone who wants to make their pet healthier, let me know. I'm Cindy, I'm your pet lady.
Vicki.
Hi, I'm Vicki Foster with Pharmacy. Our primary products are skincare and makeup. The primary thing I do is do one-on-one consults. If you're having problems with your skin or would like a new look for the new year, then see me. We'll sit down, figure out what your problems are, figure out what the solution is, or if you just like a new look, we can figure that out too. Vicki Foster with Pharmacy.
And just for the record, a lot of you need a new look. Just kidding. Kristen, go ahead.
Happy Friday, guys. So I'm a life coach and vision board facilitator. I am looking to host my charity vision board workshop. I'm doing one every month. So I'm looking for somebody who wants to host the vision board workshop. And all the money will go to whatever charity you guys want, or I know a local charity here. So I also do a free masterclass twice a month. I'm focused on keeping the outside world out, keeping your vision clear so you can have your personal and professional life, live your life, live your dreams so you can do it in 2021. So Kristen Bauer, my business is Sunflower Connections. Thanks.
Thank you, Kristen.
Hey everybody, Duke Morse with Duke Morse Photography. I help businesses drive revenue to their bottom line with high quality visual representation of your people, your product, and your service. Now, how many of y'all want to stay top of mind with your clients?
Sure.
All right. How many of you want to stay current, consistent, and relevant?
Yes.
Give me a call. Duke Morse Photography, where your image is my focus.
Good job, Duke. Hey.
Good morning, everyone. Landon Cosney with A Plus Insurance Services. We are an independent health insurance agency, and our primary goal is to help individuals find affordable health insurance coverage, individuals, groups, families. We're independent, which means that we are experts in giving you options. Open enrollment just reopened, just from last year. We just ended open enrollment in December 15th, but February 15th, open enrollment just opened again. So if you have pre-existing conditions and need those covered, copay is a plan with prescription drug plans, and some of those other bells and whistles of health insurance that are offered at ACA plans, we can offer those now. So if you or someone you know needs those plans, let us know. Landon Kozeny, A Plus Insurance Services.
Thank you, Landon.
Hello everyone, I'm Allie Aiken with McCrae Miller's Farmers Insurance Agency. Give me a call if you need a quote on your home insurance, auto insurance, or your commercial for your business policy. If you want someone to evaluate it, we have a lot of options available.
Thank you, Alex.
Good morning, Gina Escoto-Master with Cardinal Financial. We are a direct mortgage lender. All we do is residential loans, purchase and refinances. We also have access to every single down payment assistance program out there to get first-time home buyers assistance, but you don't even have to be a first-time home buyer. We have products that qualify as a subsequent buyer. So if you want to be, we work a lot closer with self-employed individuals, because those are tougher right now in the market, and also veterans. So if you know anybody I can help, please keep me in mind. Thank you.
I'm Todd Brewster. I'm a life insurance buyer. Everybody knows at least 20 life insurance agents. What I do is I go out, I find out what people's needs are, what their wants are, and I work with over 175 top-rated insurance companies. The top 6 by Forbes are the ones I use the most. What I do is I'm a mathematician, so I go in, look at your overall picture, and find out what you need as far as income replacement, long-term care, and disability with final expense. I'm Todd Brewster. I'm a life insurance buyer.
Ma'am, on the end.
Sure.
Me? Oh, there.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Hi, everybody. My name is Michelle Kirk. My company is Payments on Main. So if you are a new company and you want to take credit cards, you don't know what the right service is for you, we can help you with that. If you have a brick and mortar business and you want to get an online store, we can help you with that. Or if you think you're just paying too much in your rates, we can do a quote for you. E-commerce, high risk, including CBD and brick and mortar. Michelle Kirk with Payments on Main.
Thanks, Michelle.
Good morning. It's been a while, but I'm Chad Caldwell with Starwood Financial, and I represent Infinite Wealth Strategists, and we help individuals and businesses get out of debt, stay out of debt, and create a wealth plan and wealth legacy for their family, and help them to reduce their taxes and to save more money. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm David Baird of New York Life, the Cash Flow King. I help people with 3 different things. I help you protect the assets you have, I help you preserve the assets you have and grow the assets you have, and then I help you pass on the assets you have. I protect, preserve, and pass on. Please see me if you're a small business person or an individual with a high net worth. I can help you save over 50% on your annual taxes. David Baird, New York Life.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Chris Smith. You may not recognize me because I'm casual today. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I am an internationally recognized financial advisor with Edward Jones. I was once in Mexico and someone say, "Hey, you look like somebody." So, you know. What I do is I get to know individuals. So the first thing that you get when you work with me is someone who finds out what's most important to you. And that's really where a relationship with a financial advisor has to start. And again, my name is Chris Smith, financial advisor with Edward Jones.
Good morning, everybody. My name is John Winchester with Fundamental Roofing and Construction. We do roofing, siding, windows, and storm restoration services. Obviously, due to last night's events, there's probably going to be door knockers galore out in the Frisco, McKinney, Melissa area. If you want someone that you know, like, and trust on your roof to give you a free consultation, don't always have to call in a claim just because they'll hit your house. 1-inch hail does not always damage your house and need replacement. So I'm the one that I own the company. I do all the coordinating, inspections, and everything. So if we can do anything for you, let us know. John.
Good morning. I'm Barry Sims with Sims Contracting. I'm a general contractor, which basically means I do all sorts of home repairs and remodeling. You can guess what I've been doing the past week. If you know anybody that needs their house restored, whether or not it's plumbing, drywall, trim work, baseboards and so forth, paint work, I can do that and get it back to looking original or even better. At Sims Contracting, quality is not a cliche, it's my personal commitment to you.
Thanks, sir.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Steve.
Time's up.
Good morning,
My
everyone.
name is Steve Stumpf. I'm a health and life insurance agent. I help businesses and self-employed professionals with customized health insurance that can protect their health, pay for their care, as well as replace the income when they're away from those income-producing activities. On the life insurance side, I teach business owners how to customize life insurance in such a way that it becomes their own personal bank, and they can finance purchases for their businesses and drive their growth while recapturing the principal and interest in doing so. Thank you.
Are you done? I am Suzanne Case, and I'm the team leader with the Case of Premier team with Coldwell's Anchor Apex Realtors. We are a global networking, full-service brokerage. Who you work with matters. Last year, our brokerage, in the midst of all of COVID, we helped over 10,800 people buy and sell more than $8 billion in sales volume. You know, we don't slow down. We're here for you. Matt and I, we love veterans. We love first-time home buyers. Just call. We can help. Thanks.
All right. So Rick's going to present here in just a minute, but I wanted to take a couple minutes to tell you about a story of a client of mine. So his name is Dave. I met him 4 years ago through this group right here. Dave was doing security work for Hawk Security. And one of the things that I help people, and I've been doing this for over a decade, is actually help people with their credit. And so about 2.5 years ago, Dave came to me and said, hey Rich, I had some things happen employment-wise, and I have a lot of things on my credit. Can you help me out? And so we did. We sat down. We actually helped him out with his credit. If most of you who know me have sat down with me, not to do a one-on-one, but have sat down with me for an appointment or came out to one of my workshops, one of the things I always tell people and talk to people about is living benefits. And so Dave and I, we talked about living benefits. You know, especially if you're self-employed, you really have no other benefits, you know, in terms of life, critical illness, chronic illness, etc. And so I told him, so I was able to get him a policy for $250,000 on a 20-year term for about $45 a month. And Dave was like, you know, Rich, I like that plan, but I think I'm just going to hold off for a minute. So he did. I'm not pushy, because at the end of the day, it's not my money, it's not my life, it's your money, it's your life. So that's one of the things, if you ever sit down with me, I'm very relational, I'm not a salesperson. And so about 6 months later, Dave calls me, and he goes, Rich, he goes, I really should have taken your advice and taken that policy. I've been diagnosed with cancer, throat cancer. He lives up in, up by Texoma, had a house free and clear. He asked for a mortgage person's because he needed to cash out the equity of his home for the procedure. So Dave fights cancer, beats cancer, cancer comes back. Dave has just been diagnosed that he has very little time to live. The reason I tell you that story is not to scare you, but to inform you that probably my company does full-fledged financial planning, but probably the most important thing I do is life insurance. It's going to be the most impactful product and security that a family ever has. See, it used to be you only had it if your income relied on somebody else, husband and wife, children, but now it's about you. Even single people say, I don't need life insurance. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't have any debt. But what happens if you get a heart attack, stroke, cancer? You know, we're all going to die sometime, right? We just don't know when. And I'm not that person that's going to start digging a 6-foot hole thinking that you're going to die today. Because the odds are you're not. But what if it is? I think about 2 weeks ago when we had that 100-car pileup over by Fort Worth, there's 5 to 7 people who thought that morning they were coming home, but they did not. And so my whole goal is to educate people, not just on life insurance, but on total financial planning. So what Cindy's going to do is I have a little triangle that kind of explains why these are important. And if you actually go to my website, under the blog, I did a 12-minute video on this. It's very simple. my whole point is not to convince you guys in this room that you need to come see me for your life insurance. My whole goal is to inform you what's out there, and then when you have somebody in your realm that needs, because they had a baby, they have a house, they got married, they're out of their parents' house, they're getting ready to retire. You know, you're a former teacher. That's one of the things I specialize is with the TRS. You know, is you get people looking to retire. Those are just life changes, and they need to be informed. People getting furloughed. I have a client that we just did a rollover for that no longer had life insurance because he had all his benefits at work. In fact, I talked to a guy today, or this week, he's like, Rich, I don't know if I really need a lot of insurance because I have it at work. I'm like, but what if you don't have that employment any longer and those benefits aren't there? So those are the kind of people that I'm looking for. So if this resonates with you and you'd like to learn more, Cindy's just going to pass out a little flyer, has my business card on it. That was my little presentation that I was going to expand on my business, but I'm going to give the floor to Rick. So Rick, it's yours.
Before I go into mine, I want to add something onto what he just said. Nick, some of you know this and some of you don't. About a year and a half ago, I had a mild stroke. Okay? Nothing major, mild. A stroke, mild, because sometimes it doesn't seem like whatever. But that goes back down to what he's talking about. It could have been more severe. Bottom line, life insurance isn't just about in case you die. It's the living benefits in case you live. In that accident, that 100-car pileup, 5 or 6 people died, but a whole lot of other people got injured. So their responsibility. Just wanted to add on.
Oh, thank you, Rick.
So, I'm Rick Rawson with Expanse, and I do multi-platform marketing. Now, what is that? So, my company, like I said, is Expanse, and basically, multi-platform marketing. We basically, when we're in this room, we talk about getting to know each other, right? Know each other before you do business with each other. Know, like, and trust. Now, sometimes not everybody can actually meet face to face. So that's where the platforms come in. Emails, videos, networking events, social media. All of these are different variety of platforms. And we help you basically get your story out to others outside the room. So we want them to know what you do, how you do it, and why you do it. That all falls under relationships. I don't know if you can see this, but this is sort of like a quick little diagram of like if your business is in the middle, then you basically have different platforms to promote your business, such as social media and Facebook, doing live videos on Facebook, which by the way, we're doing a live one right now. Email campaigns, which direct business back to your database. YouTube, podcast, Zoom interviews, and again, videos. Networking groups, such as this. We have, with Expanse, a networking group in our own right, and we're connected with about 5 or 6 others. And then we also have, it's a text marketing, so it's text marketing campaigns through your phone and such. Interviews. We interview all kinds of people. You know, we have fun. We had Rich on our podcast at one point, and we let him tell his story about living benefits, who he is, where he's from, and so on and so forth. That's part of what this is all about. As I said, we are doing recorded interviews, and I don't know if we can maybe just shorten it down just a little bit, so it fits on the screen. If not, that's fine. We are going to be doing interviews at the Star. Again, we were doing at the Star in a very professional setting where we have the screen behind us. We're recording you, doing an interview, but we also can do a PowerPoint at the same time, showcasing what you do. So you can actually talk and basically say, this is what I do. You can pull up a graph. You can do whatever. We can actually record a business presentation. Okay, next.
I was trying to find a way to reduce the screen.
Excuse me a second. Okay. Well, we're going to go to this. We lost our presentation on the screen, so we're going to go and wing it. Go ahead and play this, because we are connected with OBBM.
Hello, Rick Rawson with Expanse, multi-platform marketing, and I'm here with Susan Hamilton with OBBM Network. Susan, we are glad to be part of your platform. Take it away.
Hey, I'm so thrilled to have Power Group Allen on the OBBM network because we've got opportunity through your show and the 15 other shows that we're producing on the OBBM network to have guest spots and advertising available for the entire community. Hey, does local business have to favor it?
Not at all.
Not at all. We've got exactly what you need when your message needs to get in front of the business community. Thanks, Rick.
Looking forward to it, and again, it's multi-platform marketing and cross-marketing. The best of both worlds. Rick Rawson with Expanse and OBBM Network.
Okay, we can close that one. Hit cancel so we don't go into the next one. Okay, so that is one of our platforms that we are actually promoting. Basically, Carol, where's Carol? Carol just is opening up her show with OBBM. What's the name of your show?
Living Well with Carol.
Okay, so that's a whole, she's going to be featured on OBBM. My show is Power Group Allen. So I bring on different clients and members to have them tell their story on our show. Then we basically promote it, post it, and boost it. That's part of what we do. Okay, go to the first Facebook. Yeah, right there. Actually, you have the first one. You have just have it play.
You ready to go?
Yeah, go.
Marketing with a customized personal touch for the solo entrepreneur. Linda with Persona Marketing truly enjoys and has a passion to help her clients succeed. Creating tchotchkes to keep your company business in your clients' hands 24/7. Items like refrigerator magnets, coffee mugs, banners, or wherever your imagination takes you. We create for you What's Your Persona? Sales at persona-marketing.com 214-755-8.
Okay. Up on the screen, it's not quite fitting exactly. We're going to go to the next one in a minute. Sure. But again, we do whiteboard animations. Whiteboard animation is this. And so we've done many of them. Whiteboard animation is very captive. You can put it on your website. You can put it on your Facebook page. You can drop it in an email. So if you are looking, again, to tell your message and reach out to people, this is just another way of doing it. The same thing with the podcast. You can record the podcast, have a link to the podcast, and send that to a potential client. And you can boost it, post it, and promote it. So sometimes, instead of having all the one-on-ones, these will lead to the one-on-ones. It's a bottom line of cross-marketing and utilizing all the tools at your disposal. Go on to the next one. Just hit go on that one. I think it's good.
You sound great, Rick.
How you doing today, Renee?
I'm doing great, Rick. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Rick Rawson with Expanse and Home Services and Contractors of East Dallas and Richardson, Plano, and McKinney, and Allen. So we are here today, and I want to introduce Renee Ferguson from Jug Kings, the CEO and everything else under the weather. So how are you doing today, Renee?
I'm doing great, Rick. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Well, I know it's taking a little time out of your very busy day, you know, and hey, with all the
Just wanted to give you an example. Now this is a Zoom recording, okay? This is basically a Zoom interview. So when we are on Zoom, like when we do a Zoom with one of our clients, we basically can record and then we can basically promote this. So we put this out on our pages so people get to know what she's about. So it's sort of like a coffee talk interview, so people can, we can do it live also, where people can go live and actually ask questions. So one thing that I'm going to be doing, any one-on-one that anybody wants to do with me, I'm giving you incentive. Any one-on-one that you do, if if you come with and do one, I'll do a free 30-second commercial for you on Zoom so that you can use it for your business. So that is out there. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk about is slide video production. Now, slide video production, we had it on here, but we accidentally deleted it. And slide video production is where we take slides of your pictures of your business, and we basically put it in a template that has a choice of song and different designs. And then we basically...
Didn't you do that for the group?
Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, we did one. I've done several for the group.
Yep.
And I did one which was featuring our leader, basically about you. So there was one that we did there, and I've done many for other groups too. And I've done them for my expanse group. And it is very, very interesting because we're taking, like with Carol, we're taking what she has done. You know, whether she was looking at and analyzing my back or whatever. You know, those kind of things. We put it in a whole presentation form to promote your business and show what you do. Again, it's multi-platform, different content, different videos, different stories. We talk about when we meet each other, right? We talk about, let's get to know who we are and where we're from. And not really talk that much about business. Okay, so let's say you did a video, who you are, where you're from, what your interests are. And then do another video that's really just based on your business. Because you don't cover everything all in one. You keep your messaging concise and precise, otherwise you get too off track. So that's an example. Now, we are, like I said, now on the table here, I handed out basically part of our specials that we're doing right now. As I said, and I want to introduce and give Bobby here a second, because he is our videographer. And he was going to be the one that's recording your presentations or your interview, per se, at the Star. So, this is Bobby Tillman. How are you doing today, Bobby?
Oh, fine, Rick. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm Bob with Special Wells Company. We've been in business since 1996. I'm probably older than most of you guys here. I was an electrical engineer for the years, and I got into the internet back in the beginning, about in '86. But I've been working with video productions for years. We do stuff like this. We come out and film in a little event. We kind of do 3 different levels of recording. We'll record an event like this, just a little camera sitting over the corner, just kind of doing stuff. We also have the cameras and the lights and all that stuff if we want to do it with a little better quality with the editing, and then we have the full-blown stuff. We do full production, broadcast caliber videos. I don't know whether you're going to show any of those or not, but we've done over 1,000. They're used on social media marketing. You can put on your website. You can just show them in an event like this or whatever. But appreciate the opportunity to work that. And the Star out there, that is an incredible place. We film some of those events out there. And we actually have the ability, we got the Steadicam and stuff. We can go down on the field and get some pictures. Well, hopefully that's kind of the plan.
Well, here's the plan, just so you know. I mean, those that are in the health industry, health field industry, whether it's for fitness or weight loss or whatever, not only are we going to be doing recordings up in the room, like we were talking about, we're also going to be doing recordings down on the field, you know, with the, you know, so basically you can bring a guest with you and actually do a demonstration if you wanted to, and we will be doing both of that. And we're going to be incorporating that into our platform out at the Star. So definitely, if you're looking for a professional background in a setting, that's what we're offering you. Thank you, Bobby. Now, as I said, different platforms that we do. One is our special events. We do a networking event every month. Every Monday, we do a networking Zoom call from 12:30 to 2. It's an hour and a half. It actually goes a little bit beyond that. The meeting actually starts at 1, goes from 1 to 2, but networking happens before and after the meeting, right? It doesn't happen during how much networking is going on right now while I'm talking? 0, right? Well, that's the same thing on a Zoom call. There is no networking during the time. There's sharing of, here's my 30-second commercial. That doesn't really get a whole lot. We open it up a half hour ahead of time, so there's an informal conversation going on. 12:30. Now the other thing is, we do special events. We held one last night. What was last night?
Pizza,
Thursday.
pasta, and people.
Thursday. Who said
Three
that?
of my favorite things, man.
You asked, you know.
Well, before the
Is that
rains
live?
came down, we had a great time last night. Rudy, you were there last night.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and anybody here know Martin Lucas?
Yep.
Yeah, he broke into opera song last night too. And so it was really a nice event. So we basically are going to have our every few months the pizza, pasta, and people party. And then next month we're going to have party on the patio. Okay, and then in April we're going to have the 5-year anniversary of Allen Historic Downtown Businesses. That'll be at the Space in West Main in downtown Allen. And then in May, we didn't do it last year because of COVID. Then we did it twice the year before in 2019, and we're bringing it back in 2021, which is the Entrepreneur Trade Show and Expo. So basically that, we're probably going to go back to the same location, not totally sure. We haven't committed to we're probably talking May 8th in Allen at the Hilton Garden Inn. And basically they have 3 ballrooms the size of this, and we cover all 3 ballrooms. We have about 70 vendors that come in with tables and basically present their wares. And then we have presentations and such. And we'll also be having recordings. So those are some of the things that we do. Now when there's membership, now one of the slides that was up there, it basically went into the membership. You can get any of these items that I'm talking about, the videos, not be a member. Just a la carte. I want to do like I put on the sheet up that I handed out. You don't have to be a member to get that. You don't have to do anything like that. Now, membership gets you other privileges. Because if you're a member of Expanse, we actually do postings for you on your page. If you want us to do it on your page, that's a little bit more. Otherwise, we do it through our group pages, through our pages. That's $75 a month. $20 of that, actually $15 of that, goes to Facebook boosting. And that's 10 plus postings a month. Okay? And you're going to reach probably a couple thousand people with that every month. Consistency of content is the key to success. Getting your message out is the key to success. Having a quality message to get out is the key to your success. That is what we are offering. Quality content combined with the tools and the avenues and the different platforms to basically reach more people. Now, there's other things to talk about, but I'm not going to do that. I want to open up the floor for marketing questions. And anybody have any questions as far as social media, events? Because like on Monday, on our Monday call, it's an open discussion on business events, on business topics. This last Monday, we had, the topic was the art of networking. This coming Monday is going to be how to perform in your 30-second commercial. And the Monday after that is going to be phone scripts and how to do proper follow-up on phone. And then the Monday after that is going to be CRM generation. All of these, but we don't have presenters. We basically have 2 or 3 people that we choose that say, I'd like you to help lead this discussion, but it's open for anybody and everybody to put in their 2 cents worth. And there is no cost to be. So any questions?
Wow, so good.
I'll ask a question.
Yes.
So a la carte, how much would it be to do a whiteboard animation?
It's $150 a la carte. Okay. And podcast, to be a guest on a podcast show is $95 to be on the show and have us boost and promote it. Otherwise, if you're a member, one of our members, it's free.
Rick, you never touched on, I think, why everybody showed up today. What's your favorite chess opening?
What's my favorite what?
Chess opening.
Oh, you? Okay. What he's referring to is I did a presentation at one of the other networking groups about, not about my business, about me. Okay. And I used to be the #1 chess player in Wisconsin back in the high school days, long time ago.
Did they actually have chess back then?
Yeah, we played with real people and they actually cut their heads off.
In Wisconsin, you know.
Yeah, so that, in other words, that's again one of those things about the messaging, because sometimes it's about who you are, not what you do. So that's, again, a message that came across that people realized that I play chess. And probably there's two other things that people probably know me for. Anybody want to take a guess what those are?
Packers.
Packers is one.
Salsa dancing.
Yeah, Food. I was a former executive chef for 15 years in Dallas here of different hotels and country clubs. So when I talk about one of my power groups, and you know, like for example, these are the power groups right here, and I have family-owned restaurants of Allen. So I run that, and we're launching more restaurant groups. But we also have health, beauty, and fitness around North Dallas, home services and contractors, Allen historic downtown businesses, and so on and so forth. What is a power group? Here's the point. It's about synergy. We come into a group like this now. You have the insurance table and the investment table. Okay, they just happen to sit together. I don't know why. But and then you have the health table. So bottom line is, if you had them talking about health, wellness, what to eat, how to work out, they may not be as much interested as the different type of products that you can use and different things for saving money and your health insurance and your life insurance and investment strategies. Because that's the thing. So when we put our messages, when we're talking about home remodel, like we did 2 weeks ago here at the open panel, we are trying to reach, that message is more targeted to those that follow those type of businesses, just like the restaurant message. When we are posting about food and recipes and specials, we're putting it out on the restaurant table. If you go into a magazine store, you have Cosmopolitan, you have Popular Mechanics, correct? And if you were going to advertise and you were somebody that had some sort of machine, are you going to put it in Cosmopolitan? You're going to put it in Popular Mechanics. If you had a new hairspray and facial cut, whatever, are you going to put it in Popular Mechanics? No, you're going to put it in Cosmopolitan. You take that same approach with digital advertising, and that's what we're doing here. So, thanks for the question. Anybody else? I don't know how much time I got, but I'm pretty much winding it down now.
4 minutes.
We can probably wind it down before that. But again, we do the specials, we do the events. You know, Bobby and I have gone and done some recordings for an oil company, right? And I think Bobby has, we have got permission to do recordings at Southport. So if you are into the investment company, how would it be if we were interviewing you in front of Southport and you're talking investment strategies? How would that?
Can I sit in JR's chair in the house?
Yeah, well, I know.
Yeah.
We actually did one there.
Yeah, I know. He did it, and again, there's different videos. He's a full videographer, so he basically can do the whole spiel. So, anyways. Anybody else got anything? Steve?
Steve, you got anything?
Go, baby, go!
What are we talking about?
The Super Bowl.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
So anyways.
to me when I started tying into what you were doing is that we all have one-on-ones. It's important to find out synergistically, business-wise, how you can help everybody and how you can refer them. But it's also good to know people. I've had many one-on-ones with Rick. We've had other meetings before, and these are things that I found out about him, that he likes to play chess, that he's an executive chef. These are things because I care about Rick as a person. Not only do I want him to give me life insurance leads, but I'd also like to, think about him and trying to help him. And that's what networking is all about. It's also, building up your business, but also the personal relationships.
Thank you. And if anybody wants to set up one-on-ones with me and look at a calendar so we can put together a 30-second commercial for you, let's do it. I have not met a lot of people that are in this room. We've got a lot of new people. And my last presentation was May of last year. So it's been a while. And so most people don't know what I do. I stand up in 30 seconds, multi-platform marketing, and so it just, 30-second commercials, that's what happens, right?
Hey, let me segue off of that. If you just come on Friday mornings and you never do any one-on-ones and you don't get to meet people, can I just be honest with you? You're wasting your own time in the groups. And I always tell people, it's like going to church on Sunday morning. Yeah, you get the message, you get the worship, but who do you meet? Zero. When you get involved in a small group, you go to an event, you go to a function, that's where relationships are built. And when I started this 5.5 years ago, it was all about the relationship. It wasn't about the transaction. So make sure that you get involved. The people that I know the best are the people that I've been involved with them and they've been involved with me over the last 5.5 years. So what Rick is saying is, hey, schedule those face-to-face, those one-to-ones. If that's virtually, if that's in person, whatever works for your own schedule, be intentional about it. Don't just say, yeah, I need to do that. Do you know how many people in this room and another group that I've gone to that I've handed my business card and say, hey, go to my website, get my online calendar, and let's schedule. Allie's done it. Barry's done it. Andrew's done it. We did it via Zoom. I can name about 6, 7, 8 people in the room, but yeah, you guys see me every single week. Be intentional. And it's not about me, okay? It's about you guys. Do that in all your networking groups. That's how you actually get to meet people, and that's how you build relationships with people. And you'd be amazed about how the referrals and personal business, won't come that day, but they might come 6 months or 5 years from today. You just never know when that timing is right, when something's going to happen. But guess what? I go back to my buddy Dave. I hadn't seen Dave for 2.5, 3 years, and he called me. Because guess what? We did something, we had that face-to-face, and you do a face-to-face with me, you're going to usually remember me, for either good, bad, or indifferent. But guess what? He remembered me and he called me, right? That's all you ever want. You want people to think of when they say your name, they think of your product, and when they think of your product, they think of your name. Be top of mind, be intentional, and that's what Rick is really good at. He has all these different platforms on how to reach the masses, but with face-to-face, make sure you're doing those one-on-ones. If you go, hey, 6 months ago I did a one-on-one with Rick, great. You think something has not changed in the last 6 months in his life? How about your life? Continue to do those. I'm telling you, the people who know me the best and I know them, it's not because we did one-on-one. Glasper, he's known me longer than anybody else in this room, right? He comes to my house, he eats my food. He gives me a hard time about my Cowboys. He does all this, but guess what? We get together. We get together. That's what you guys do. You gotta do life together, unless you're not that person. If that's not you, then I'll be honest with you, this group probably isn't for you. That's what this group is about. It's about people relationships. Right, Landon? His dad and uncle send me a lot of referrals, and I do the same for him. And you're like, who's Landon? You probably don't even know who he is.
I was sneaking in your house.
You're sneaking in my house? Hey, you can sneak into Grandpa's side because he never locks the door. You know what he says? He goes, I have guns. I'm like, yeah, you've got guns, but you can't hear nothing. Anyways, I'm off my soapbox. All right, it's 10:52. Give Rick a round of applause. All right, if you have a thank you or announcement, stand up. Seriously?
I'll thank everyone who came out to my happy hour last night, and there'll be another one next month, so look out for it. First drinks on us.
Perfect.
Thank you to Kara. We had a one-on-one. It was great, and she brought me some awesome samples today, so I'm excited to try them.
Thank you to Maddie and Gina and a couple other people. I'm setting up some one-on-ones, some face-to-faces with some of you. I really appreciate you. Appreciate you as well. Remember, the podcast is going to be recording on the 10th. If you'd like an opportunity to get something for your business as far as an advertisement, get with me. And I'm going to be having Mr. Mike Stump on one of my shows coming up. So that'll be a lot of fun. So thank you.
Perfect, Steve. That's
Why
right.
am I saying Mike?
You got the stuff right.
Gina. I had a great one-on-one with Carol earlier this week. I blew my mind. I'm still processing all this stuff. I mean, it's not my area of comfort. My area of comfort is finance, but I love what she's doing, and it's going to help my family and myself. So I thank you so much. But I also, last week, yes, neither one of us read the Facebook page because we went to the meetup page. So we showed up and we had an excellent one-on-one.
There you go.
We had to cover the whole hour. We went all over the place, but it was awesome.
Awesome. And Gina, you are the presenter next week.
I am.
Because I texted Kim to make sure who was next, and she told me it was you. Okay. So make sure you get on our Facebook page, create the event, so that, and it will just automatically invite everybody if you, well, it's supposed to, right? It doesn't. I'm telling you, Zuckerberg doesn't like you. Zuckerberg doesn't like you. Anyways, you're the presenter next week, so.
Thank you, sir.
Again, as Tina just said, I was hoping to follow her, and I was going to tell that she did an excellent presentation last week, much better than yours today, Rick. It was great. But she had me spellbound. I listened to her, you know, it was like I was the only person in the room. So,
You were the only person.
Kristen.
So I have one of my 3 master classes this Wednesday on Zoom, 6:30 to 7:30 Central Time. Really just to keep you guys focused, all comes down to the power of what we think about our personal and professional life. So you guys need the thing, I will post it in
Start with an apology. I had a meeting that lasted much longer than it should have, and that's why I'm making my apologies for that. Secondly, I'm really glad to see everyone that's here after the meeting we had last week. Here's out to you all. I'm glad everybody's here and safe, so that's important. And thirdly, I want to thank Gina, thank Susan and Sean and several others who bought some pies on the good work.
Awesome.
And I look forward to seeing y'all, talking to you. If you want to meet with me, like I said, I'm easy guy to talk to. Come see me after the meeting. Thanks.
Wanted to thank Rick for inviting me to last night's event. It was great. Got to meet some new people and expanding my networks a little bit. Rich, we had a great one-on-one after the meeting here last Thursday, so this is a great place to have scheduled times before and after, you know, while you're here and make use of that time. Steve, we're having lunch today, so you know, thank you in advance for connecting with me for that. And anybody else wants to chat, let's do it.
I wanted to thank Rudy and Suzanne for coming last night. That was a great event. It really was, really nice. And I want to thank Bobby for driving all the way from Saxy over here to video this presentation today.
On Wednesdays, I have a small lunch group at Kelly's Craft Tavern at 11 o'clock. You can just come sit down, eat lunch, and just talk with whoever's around us. And it's been a good time. And several of us from this group have come, and it's really good to sit down and just talk. So if you're interested, we eat lunch, come meet us.
Put it on the Facebook page.
You gotta eat.
You eat lunch? All right.
So y'all, if you have an event or something coming up, you know you can post that on our Facebook page. The people who do not come in person and they just start spamming, they get deleted, and if they continue it, then they get blocked. It's kind of my rule. So, but anybody who attends or a member, feel free to post your event, you know, so make sure that you guys do that. Suzanne.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Rick, for the invitation to last night's event. It was a fun event, y'all. Met some new people. You know, he did something a little bit different last night. Sponsor a bottle of wine, sponsor a pizza to, you know, for the table or whatever. You get your 30-second commercial. Otherwise, it's just a good social time and, you know, getting to know the people. Green binder. I need business cards from every single one of you. If there are a lot of faces in here, I don't have any business cards. If you're a member, you get a full page of business cards. If you're not a member, you get a slot. But you can put more than one business card in this, because think about it. Somebody comes along, they want your information, they're going to take your card, you no longer have a business card in your slot. So I need everybody's business cards, especially the new people. Also, guys, I'm sorry, I'm having a blonde moment.
Cindy.
No, Katie. Amanda.
No,
Maddie, I was close, I'm sorry. Blonde moment, blonde team. She was gracious enough to open up this room for us, and she provides coffee and water back there on the table. There is a tip jar. Y'all donate. Help to purge some of the funds that, and the cost of the room.
I'm putting $25, she has my credit card, so it's $25 a week on donating. So put money in there, anything extra. We're thinking about having some kind of social, so then the extra money can go to that social. And so, again, this is a great opportunity. We don't require any money, but $1. There's 30-some people in here, so if you think of just $1 a person, boom, there's $30. That takes care of their expense. So that way, I'm always about, let's keep wherever we're meeting, very good relationship. If y'all don't do it, I still will. Just say it. But I don't want to just.
But it should not be his own burden.
But anyway, it is what it is, and I told her I would do $25 a week, and then everybody else just put it into the tip jar, and then anything over, we will definitely use that for a social night. So it is 10:59. You guys have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.
Yeah, let's try to set something up.
Yeah, and then try
Have a great weekend.
Thanks for your help.
Do you want to meet in
Yeah, it's actually kickball. This will fit. Turned out pretty good.
I want one like that.
So here's the thing. Have you ever seen that? Sing to
We'll catch you later.
How much, Rick?
Huh?
Been good?
We had some issues up there.
That's always something.
Yeah. Still got the message out. I mean, just like I said, we're going to be starting with the Star probably in a few weeks. I'll go and visit with them, and I might be visiting with them next week. We had a good event last night.
Yeah, we just came back. I gave a card to where the lady said, probably a couple of minutes here, so I'm just going to have to start on
Well, yeah. She wants That's what I told me last night. I was at well, he probably was if he knew the number. He said 20. He said, yeah. Oh, he had to cut and it's around North Dallas Business Network. We call it handbag.
That's where,
So what all you got?
I don't like using Dropbox. If there's a way of just posting it, I just I don't like it. I just try it. We had a pro I would say
it took me 1 hour.
Let's do that yeah, but just don't delete it. We had an issue with Martin. He did all those videos. The ones we did at the Star, the people paid $400 for. They got it, they posted it, whatever. And sometime in the last few months, he deleted them all. Not at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
well, they on YouTube?
Well, he deleted his file, which YouTube ties into his file. Because if you go to it, you hit it. He said this account is private. I don't know. Because I've tried to pull them up on YouTube, and they don't pull up. They say this account is private.
Watch presentations on. I can insert those in the spot.
Yeah, I can send
That's what you should do.
I do want to leave this whiteboard as I know it's, but see, I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know what this is. What this is. My daughter's little piece there, and I would have like this. Pay for it like that. I'm not and their tagline is private school environment. Private school experience, not school
Yeah, we were having a big talk yesterday, Susan Hamilton and a couple others, about education and how private schools are very, very important. Homeschools are very, very important. What you're talking about is very, very important because the public schools have a curriculum that they have to follow. And the curriculum is being changed. The history is being erased and all sorts of stuff. And yeah.
I'm all for it. This is
Can you do me a favor? Let me send me the link to the school there so I can look at them. Yeah, just send me, or whatever.
oh no.
Yeah, let me see. Where do I go to see them?
When are you gonna start going back to the store?
Probably in about, probably 3 weeks or so.
Like in April?
Probably in the March.
I mean, that's what's right.
Yeah. You know, and we're putting together our intent and probably have 2 or 3. The way it has to work is have more than 1 person. Okay, otherwise
I'll back
it costs. And so we're planning on doing that. And like I said, it was 275. Yeah. Yes, I am. And it's just basically, I mean, let's say you want to do one of your posts. Okay. Or you can even do it twice if you did the longer. Let's say you and you wanted to have education, and you wanted to have and that can because they got, we can use the, you know, we had the big room, which has, you know, of course they're a lot stricter now as far as, you know, when we had our, were you there at the first one? We had like 20.
Not the first one, I was there with the second.
Yeah.
Because because they got on you for that first time.
Yes. No, only how many chairs are in there? Get there officially, that's how many you can do. Like the max is 12.
Yeah, thank you. I couldn't find some shit.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. That's why I quit. Because my whole thing was to do presentations there and to do the recordings. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense for me to go there.
Now, so I can toss that one.
Let me go this a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 6 more inches.